What's happening YouTube? My name is Alex and welcome to another TV box review. For today we have something called the M8S Pro, and this device has the Amlogic S905x. We also have 2 gigs of RAM, 8 gigs of internal storage and running Android 6.0.1. We also have dual band Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Starting with a very quick unboxing. So first of all, on the front of the box we see a picture of the device and lollipop. However, this device is actually running Android 6.0.1. And turning the box around again, we see some ROM specifications as well. Inside the box you're going to find the device itself. You're also going to find the power adapter, and this is the same power adapter we've seen in the past. You're also going to find the remote control, and once again it's the same remote control from the past, and I do recommend using a wireless keyboard and mouse for a much better experience. Aside from that, we are going to find an HDMI cable and a user manual. The M8S Pro looks identical to the old M8S TV box, so there is nothing different about this one. On the top there you're just going to see the brand name and the model name, and on the front there is an LED that lights up blue. On the right hand side you're going to find a slot for an SD card, and you can easily install an SD card as internal storage because we have Android 6.0.1 running on this device. And since we only get about 8 gigs of internal storage, out of that we only have about 4 left after the operating system, so you'll definitely need to install an SD card. The speeds that I got for the internal storage are okay, but nothing special. Turning the device around, you're going to find a port for the power adapter and the optical audio. And of course I tried DTS sound and Dolby Digital sound for Kodi, and I'm very happy to say that it actually works very good on this device. So this is among one of the few devices with the Amlogic S905x where DTS and Dolby Digital work for Kodi. Continuing on the back of the device, so we have the AV out, we have the network adapter port, the HDMI, and the only 2 USB ports. I've also checked the internet speeds over a wired connection and over Wi-Fi, and the speeds that I got are among the best that I got for any device. So even on the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi networks I did get some good downloading speeds. And of course, what would one of these videos be without the Antutu Benchmak results, the Geekbench 4 and the iStorm Extreme. So the scores that I got are on par with all the other TV boxes with Amlogic S905 and 2 gigs of RAM. And on top of that we even have Bluetooth connectivity, and that's a good addition because this way you can connect some headphones, you can play some games with the Bluetooth controller and so on. So now that you've seen some benchmark results, the speeds over Wi-Fi, I'm going to connect this to the TV, I'm going to start recording the screen, I'm going to show you how the launcher looks, and we'll check out some files and see how they do. As soon as we turn on the device we get to this screen, and this is their launcher, and we do have the navigation bar and the notification tab on top here. However, keep in mind that if you do hide the navigation bar here, there is no way of actually bringing that back up, so you're gonna have to unplug the box and plug it back in to bring that navigation bar back up. Let's start by checking what apps come pre-installed. There are a whole bunch of apps that are pre-installed. However, some of the apps that you see here are actually installed by me. But we do get the Play Store, we get Netflix, and we also get the YouTube app right here. And here is where you get the updates whenever they are available. We get the same settings app that we've seen for past devices. Here at network you can either connect through a cable or over Wi-Fi depending on your setup at home. A display, you can change the screen resolution, and this will be different depending on the TV that you have connected. And for the duration of this video the HDR mode will be turned off. For sounds the same thing, it really depends on your setup at home. And for the duration of the video I'm gonna have it set up like this. And moving on to about, here we can see some information about the device, so the device name, which is this one right here, and the latest security patch is coming from August 1st, 2016. For languages, like most of these devices, we do have a whole bunch of them, and I'm just gonna scroll through them so you can see whatever it's available, and hopefully you see the one that you may be interested in. And this device also supports HDMI CEC, so that's basically something that turns on the box whenever you turn on the TV and turns it off whenever you turn off the TV. For those of you that are interested, this device comes with root access from the factory, and this is the digital rights management information that we get, so unfortunately there will be no Netflix in HD. For the YouTube app, the maximum resolution, at least for my TV, it's 1080p, and I'm just gonna click on it and let the video play for a bit so you can see how well it does. And it does seem to go fairly smooth without any issues. We also get Kodi 16.1 pre-installed. I'm just gonna go to system here and system info. I'm just gonna show you some information that we get here. So we have about 1 gig of RAM available at this time. The only thing that we don't have is internal storage. You don't really have that much internal storage. And next I'm going to show you what add-ons come pre-installed, because we do have a whole bunch of add-ons pre-installed. And I'm just going to find a random one and see how well it does. I've tried a couple so I can find one that actually works, and this one starts right away as soon as you click on it. So let me just double click on it again. And it does seem to work fairly good after it loads up. So like most of these devices, Kodi will do just fine. For our next test, I have my USB stick plugged into the device. We're gonna check out a couple of files here and see which ones work and which ones don't. So let's resume this one. I did try this one before, so of course it does do fairly good. And most files that you're actually gonna try on this device will do just fine. The next one is gonna be this one. And as you can probably tell, this one does do good as well. The next one we are gonna try, it's this 4K file at 59 frames per second. And of course this one does do pretty good as well. So I'm very happy to see that all the TV boxes with Amlogic S905x and S912 are starting to get these 4K files working. So the next one is gonna be this one here, and again this one will work fine. I'm just gonna give it a second so you can see how well it does. Moving on to the next file, let's see what we have here. So you can try this 720p file. And I'm just gonna skip forward. And as you're imagining and expecting, this one does do good as well. Moving on to the next one, it's this one here, and of course this one will work fine as well. I'm just gonna skip all the way to the end. And of course this one does do good as well. And moving to the next one, this is the next one, and of course once again this one will work fine. We'll skip all the way here. And the only file that's not gonna work, it's gonna be this one. So let me just click on it, and again we just get some green screen showing up. And this is yet another 4K file at 24 frames per second. And as you can probably see, it does work good as well. So pretty much all the files that you're gonna have playing on this device will work fine. And keep in mind that DTS and Dolby Digital do work very well with Kodi. Before we go any further, I wanted to show you how multitasking works, because I have a couple of apps running in the background. So let's start with this one and see if it's still running. So it's still running in the background. The next one, let's try the YouTube app. And this one, it's still running in the background. Let's see what happened with this one. Yeah, let's try this one. Let's see. This is the Play Store. So the Play Store actually had to reload. So let's see if Kodi is still open in the background now. So multitasking seems to work fairly good as well. I currently have FIFA 16 going on here, but as you can probably tell, it doesn't go as smooth as we've seen this on past devices. So definitely not the best gaming experience here. So let me try to... Oh, look at that. But yeah, definitely not the best gaming experience on this device. It is a bit slow for gaming. And it's time to conclude this video. So if you don't like the launcher that comes with this device, you can always install a different launcher from the Play Store. I'm not that happy about that issue, the Play Store. You have to select OK every time you want to use the Play Store basically. So it's like it forgets every single setting that you had for the Play Store. So that is a bit annoying. The navigation bar at the bottom of the screen is a good addition. However, I wish they would have made it so you can actually bring it back up, because if I do this, that's it, it's gone forever, and now I have to unplug or turn off the device to actually get it back. So that could be a bit annoying for some. Other than that, the Wi-Fi speeds are very good, and everything seems to go fairly good. So my only issues are with that Play Store accept message that you have to press every single time, and the navigation bar. Other than that, I found that the TV box does do fairly good. However, it's nothing special, and you could get other TV boxes for this much money. So you could get like the Beelink MXIII II or something like that, and a whole bunch of other TV boxes in that price range that do seem to work fairly good as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like it, press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.